Oh. Hello, Internet. I'm Craig.
I'm Josiah.
And together,
we are VariableX Gaming.
Welcome back to the next segment of Doki Literature Club. Thanks everyone for telling us what Doki meant last time. However, we still don't know because we haven't.
Idea.
We're recording this right after the.
In hopes that you guys want us to do this.
Yeah.
Last time we basically got an intro, met all the girls. There was Sayori, Yuri, Monica, Natsuki.
We just did it like 5 minutes ago.
I know, dude. It's really hard. They're all weird. I'm not Japanese. I don't
do anime, man. So
it's cool. This is entertaining so far. I'm entertained, if not just because I'm doing girl voices.
Intrigued. I'd say I'm intrigued.
Okay, so now it's time to write a poem.
Also, if you missed it, click in the upper right-hand side of the screen because it's going to be over there. There's a little card. It's going to say wide. It's going to say part 1 or something like that. Click that. Go watch the first part. Come back here.
I don't like keep looking over here. Sorry about that. I'm going to keep looking at you.
The struggle.
It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most.
Okay. Wait a minute. All right. So can we click these to pick our favorite? No, those are just little chibi anime girls for.
Wait, where's the Monica?
Yeah, that's weird.
Because this is
Yuri. That's Yuri.
This is
Natsuki
and Sayori.
And Sayori. Yeah, Monica's not in there. All right. So wait a minute. First, we need to pick our favorite little anime girl.
Yuri.
Yuri, you like Yuri the most? I was gonna say so too because I like the brains.
Me too. The brains. She's a little quiet. That's typically the kind of girls that I'm into. So we could go with like secretive
or insight.
Oh no. Not yet. What's her name? Natsuki. Natsuki was secretive.
Yeah.
So she likes insight. She likes deep things.
I think so.
To think about. So insight. Okay, that was good. She jumped up. We're hitting the Yuri.
They're just jumping randomly, dude.
No. I swear to God, she went when I clicked it.
All right, I'll watch this time. Loud, holiday, determination, vertigo, portrait, broken heart, rainbow, promise, intellectual. Duh.
Boom!
I don't know how much we nailed that, actually.
Hi, VX. Oh, fuck. Hi again, VX. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, back to the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, though it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted to.
So, book people. This is
Story of a girl who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
But we can't sing anymore because of copyright infringement. Yeah, when she smiles.
Oh, we're great sometimes.
Sometimes. That's what you're here for. Kind of funny sometimes. I already said that.
Oh.
How is this girl accidentally being so cute?
I don't know. We kind of picked her. We already think she's cute.
kind of made it happen. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not being. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And enthusiastic is at. God damn it.
That's the power of me having the clicker.
That's
the power of me having the clicker.
This is why people watch us.
It is, man.
I hope so.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit.
Why? Oh, because
we picked her. We made it happen.
We did.
I wonder what happens if you're just like even on everybody. There's 20, so that's impossible.
It is. So one person is going to be left out, but what if you do
like
two of them at 50-50?
I don't know, dude. I guess we'll have to play it through multiple times. Probably not going to do that.
Not
but
gonna do that. Unless this is like super intriguing in the next like 18 minutes.
It's very oddly specific amount of time. But at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages.
Oh, music change.
Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. Sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet. Second. That only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable.
Oh! It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so...
That's the book that you gave me, right?
Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason.
Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book?
Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me. Decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon.
Like right now, motherfucker.
You're in a literature club.
You're in a literature club.
Book.
Pick up the book and read it. It's not that hard.
It's pretty tough.
It can be hard.
I don't
for
like
some
doing
people,
it, dude.
I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story.
That's so. What's it about anyway? Yeah, just give me the synopsis.
Well,
Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. She hasn't read it yet. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover.
Show me what it looks like, game. Show me what it looks like.
I don't think it's going to, dude.
Like, I want to know what the fuck the cupcakes look like. All right.
That would have been nice. A little quirky.
I just wanted to make sure I don't
squares.
accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships, and her life starts to fall apart.
That's kind of...
Oh.
No, get out of here.
I'm sorry. And by the way, I also think this is more foreshadowing on this story.
I
Doesn't
think so,
matter what
too.
we pick, we're gonna fuck everything up.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere.
She's dark. She likes it. We know that. We picked her.
Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden.
That wasn't gentle. I'm sorry.
I mean, dude, it doesn't tell you how they're talking until after they talk.
Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, VX?
No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry.
I hope so.
Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. No, I didn't.
No, we didn't.
She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be...
It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, They're made out to be naive, the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything.
Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I shouldn't let you know that I have this problem. I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. Please stop me if I start talking too much.
I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all.
Thank you.
Yeah, there.
Us.
Smart man.
That's true.
In fact, might as well get started reading it, right?
Thank
there
you.
You go.
Wow.
That's what we just said.
We're just like, read right now.
Literature club, read.
You don't have to. Why does she look so like...
Oh no, don't read it. Oh my god. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped to the seat next to you.
Yeah.
You sure? You seem a little apprehensive.
I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just it's something I'm not very used to.
People sitting next to you.
That is reading in the company with someone.
Oh, I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything.
Alright.
I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. As if I can feel her presence over my shoulders. As
You probably can.
That's not a particularly bad thing.
Are we senpai? We're senpai.
I guess.
Dude, we're totally
Notice
senpai.
me, senpai. Notice me. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead.
Sorry. I was just...
Yuri, you're really apologizing a lot, don't you?
I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean...
Aha! Here. This should work, right? Slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book more between the two of them.
Dude, we are totally flirting with Yuri.
I mean, it's the game.
I suppose so.
Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. Backwards, how we're sitting.
Yeah, it is.
I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page.
Here. Oh, they finally changed the camera angle.
Oh my god. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and her forefinger.
See that clearly. Look right there.
I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. Wow, I really needed a detailed analysis
we need to
of the
know.
situation.
We need to know.
But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. I have to do this with you. Sorry.
It's fine. I mean, I'm being all the girls, so it's kind of... Anyway.
It's actually kind of distracting me.
He's the cutest one out of all of them.
You're the cutest.
I tried.
It's weird. This is I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. This is very accurate. Dead corner.
Seriously.
Dead corner.
Are you ready?
Huh?
Return the page.
Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again. Our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her.
That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. Probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me.
Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange.
Okay, everyone. I think it's about time that we share today's poems with each other.
I actually legit forgot about that for a second. Who should I show my poem? So obviously we want to show Yuri, but at the same time we don't want to be like, oh my god, Yuri, I wrote this for you, because that's like, come on, you want to come
So
on
we tell it
too
to
strong.
Sayori first.
Obviously, because she's our best friend. Definitely most comfortable sharing. Good friend, after all. We just had this conversation.
We did.
Literally exactly what the game thought.
This is a good poem, VX. Are you sure it's your first time?
Of course. Not that good. Well, the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time.
Yeah, kind of. I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. Really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you. The club room? Well, of course.
Dear Sunshine.
We'll trade stanzas.
Oh, God. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Man.
So that's what they do at poetry readings, right? They snap. Is that right? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that's just a stereotype.
I don't know anything about that.
Click outside the poem area to continue.
But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's
me. That's like what I would write.
I'm
hungry.
Food. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
Hell yeah.
Now we go to Yuri.
Now we go to Yuri. We don't.
Definitely.
We just skip the other two.
Well, I mean, you gotta go to her second, man.
Natsuki's also gonna be like all up in our business.
Not really.
Oh no, she is. She's second highest.
But we didn't like...
Alright, we'll just go to Yuri.
Yeah, I think you do her second, for sure. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten.
Exceptional.
Huh? What was that?
Huh? Did I say that out loud?
Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Got this one. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. Must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to love withstood the test of time. To love. Oh, it is an H.
Yeah.
To have withstood the test of time. Man, reading's hard, dude. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm? Oh, it's a comma. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
Girl is like deep as fuck. We knew that though. Picked the one with substance.
We did. You're right.
We picked the one girl that's not like super shallow or super mean. Or
We both agreed on the one that was like, all right, she stands out the most out of
Yeah.
it.
I wonder how many people pick her.
It's probably the intention of the game design that people. Although I'm sure the story is still good in other ways. This is probably the intended cat. I don't know, jump cut.
Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Holy shit!
That's my favorite one.
We didn't pick the dumb one.
She's not necessarily dumb.
Okay, we didn't pick the shallow one. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what the one this one is, but this
Cute. That's her whole thing is that she's supposed to be cute.
But she's a
That
little.
is a cute poem.
But she's a little asshole.
She's a little asshole.
Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it.
I like it.
What?
I just said it was my favorite, so.
Just be honest.
I am.
Are
Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? I'm just gonna cut you off every time.
That's
Just-
fine. I'll do the same thing to you.
Perfect.
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. But people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. Oh, and last but not least, Monica! Hi, VX.
Oh god.
Having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share our poems with me?
It's kind of embarrassing. I guess I have to. Read my 20 words about Yuri. Here we go.
Don't worry, VX. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
Mm-hmm. Great job, VX. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep.
See. Well, let's read it then. My turn.
Shit. This is the
Is it scrolly? Oh, it's called Hole in Wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction of the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina's already searched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright, too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, looking out. Be on the other side. In. Good job. Spooky.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I don't know what it means, but it's a good one. Someone tell me what it means.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it.
It wasn't freeform, it had a direct point.
It really did. We are so clueless.
God.
Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it, but I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. Jesus, that was bored.
I guess that's everyone.
Yep.
Glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. They read in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? You completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Trying to say something nice. Huh? I mean, you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say?
You think
Thanks,
the better girl.
but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and VX did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
that logic is...
Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And VX liked my poem too, you know. Even told me he was impressed by it.
Why does my opinion matter?
That's...
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize that you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that VX appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you just that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everything okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as VX started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
Get the fuck out of here, Monica!
I don't like you guys. I don't like fighting you guys.
Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there.
VX. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, VX.
Oh no.
What? Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but also a waste. You understand that, right, VX? Well?
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Of course, that's gonna be... Let me say your name.
I don't know what to do.
What do I do? What do I do?
Oh no. Oh, Crimson.
Crimson,
You're gonna watch this.
you're watching this one.
This is for you, dude.
So, it doesn't matter what you guys said about the first video. Now we have to upload the second video.
Fuck.
And show Crimson
Not
this.
really. It's good.
It's good. But we'll show it to
We're
him.
gonna.
What do I do?
Do we go with Yuri?
Oh, yeah.
Because Yuri's our love interest.
And if we already know the nature of the game, and if we want to try to prevent anything bad from happening, help me, Sayori. But then it looks like we don't like either of them, like Sayori, who's our friend, which is bad. So none of these are good answers. So I guess we just stick to our guns and go Yuri, right? Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem.
God, how mean are we gonna be here?
Pretty damn, probably.
See?
Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. Shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different.
That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously.
I understand. Yuri,
Huh?
The lecture. You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed.
Well, that's...
But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it and it becomes something really personal.
So we mediated instead of picking sides.
Right. Well, that's what it looks like right now anyway. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute.
I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry.
But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Sorry, exclamation points. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place.
Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too?
Natsuki clenches her fists. And nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her.
Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head.
Sayori, she doesn't need to...
You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now.
Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up off the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash.
Natsuki? Really? She really didn't need to do that.
I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right?
I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. Probably hate me now.
No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could.
Oh, shit.
I don't think any less of you.
Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, VX. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now.
It's nothing.
One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful.
Oh.
So...
Huh? What thing did Natsuki say? I forgot for a second.
Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea.
Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay?
Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun.
I love your Sayori voice.
Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. VX, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too.
Oh no.
So your poems will turn out even better.
Think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. Nod to myself with newfound determination.
VX! Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
You know, VX, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get all along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do this.
All
right.
Oh man, I'm telling you
There's a lot of setup in this game.
There's a lot. Like, I think that's what is gonna be getting everyone so invested in it.
Right, so you get really entranced in the story and
oh, dude, I was those girls. I'm not even kidding you. Like,
I was those girls.
I really well, like,
yeah, honestly, that was a stressful situation there for no reason.
I mean, but they're high school girls, so what the hell do we expect, you know?
Fair.
But yeah.
So the game is setting you up to be really caught off guard by how bad it is going to be eventually, supposedly. I guess I have no proof. I've not played it. That's just what I hear.
mean, so we're getting really emotionally invested with courting Yuri, with the relationships between the girls, which Monica's not included in it, clearly. I don't know why.
Yeah, she's not one.
But she's not one of the ones that we can go after. But basically, we picked Yuri, so we had a big intimate exchange with Yuri. Now it's easier for us to court Yuri, according to this.
Well, according to this, it's easier for us to pick whichever one we want still, because we can now write this poem to accommodate for Sayori if we want to, and completely switch gears. Which may or may not affect the storyline.
But think about it, though. We already had a big intimate exchange with Yuri, so that could fuck Yuri up later.
Right.
Which it probably will.
But by sticking to the course with Yuri, we make the other girls upset. So I can see this, how the game's going to turn out already, which is really cool, actually.
I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm having a lot of fun, like, acting out the parts and enjoying the story, but this isn't the typical kind of game that I would play.
No, me neither.
Like, not even close.
But it's kind of an interesting experience.
It's a different change of pace. I haven't shot a single person.
I'm feeling bad right now. I need to shoot somebody.
Scope or played a card of any kind.
Yeah.
Or like, you know what I'm saying. So, or had to do a skill shot.
Yeah. This is also not the first time we've ever played a storytelling game.
We love storytelling games. This is a little bit different than what we're used to.
This is kind of weird.
Different pace. It's really hard on my voice to do a bunch of girls' voices.
I'm telling you, you don't have to do that.
I have to do it, okay? Look, nobody's going to watch the damn video if it's just us monotonely reading every part.
I'm not monotone at all. I'm very expressive in the lines, actually.
I know, so am I. Making it engaging for everyone.
Tell them it's not.
Anyway.
No, encourage him. I like this guy.
Anyway.
Go. Links in the description for both this game, it's free to play, as well as all of our social media outlets and Twitch. That's important. We talk about it every time, all the time. This one's a little bit longer. These videos in this series are going to be varying lengths, depending on where a good time to stop. So it looks like it's a daily thing. So we'll probably just do one day at a time, if that makes sense. If this video was too long, we can chop them up. Not a big deal.
Yep.
Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing, like you always do, and you all are subscribed, right? I can look at the analytics. I know if you're not.
Hit the bell.
Oh yeah, notification squad.
Please.
Air horn, squad on squad.
And we're not going to be spamming you guys with a bunch of content, so the notification bell is actually relevant.
Yeah, because it's only going to be a couple times a week at most, so...
Probably 2.
Yeah, 2 times a week is the idea. Twitch stream every single day, probably.
For at least a couple hours.
Yeah, we'll be on.
And if we don't, we'll probably have a VOD going of our previous one. Anyway.
Until next time, Internet.
Bye. Bye.
Oh, it's kind of fun. It's interesting.
Jesus Christ.